get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1. For more information on how your school can join the Play On School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete.
Okay.
Did you get them both through there?
No, I was only going to use one.
Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Are you getting a level on player? What's wrong with these things? Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. I mean, listen to that, man.
Test, test. Ooh, that's not good. That is not good. Test, test, test.
It's probably, that's hard to say. Hey,
Here, wait a minute. I'm the only one here, right?
Yeah, you might as well, but I already had that thing out, so.
Test, 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 test. Yeah, that's better. Test, 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 test. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4. Test 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, what a play! Whoa, what a play! What a run! Test, test, 2, 3, 4. Test, 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 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Test 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello and welcome to Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com. It's the PlayOnSports.com pregame show live from Griffin Field here in Lake Mary, Florida. I'm Richard Thomas on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Today's matchup featuring the visiting Lakers of Windermere Prep against the host Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. Again, the Lakers of Windermere Prep will be the visiting team against the host Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. Windermere Prep coming into tonight's game with a record of 0 wins and 1 loss. And while the home team, Lake Mary Prep, coming into today's game with a record of 1 win and 0 losses. Again, Richard Thomas here. It's a nice night here in Lake Mary, Florida. The clouds are sort of hovering around us. We had a little bit of rain to start about a couple of hours ago, but it looks like it's dried off a little bit. A key note for you guys out there watching, the field very, very soggy, very, very moist from the rain that came earlier. So we'll see if that will be a factor in this football matchup today. I had an opportunity to speak with both coaches for the game, and speaking with the head coach of the Lakers of Windermere Prep, Jacob Dawson, his 3rd season over at Windermere Prep. The keys for this, for his team, he says, are to get off to a good start and to play 4 quarters of football. They had a tough loss last week to Taylor Pearson High School. They lost that game 20-14, but he's looking for his team to play a complete game from start to finish. In speaking with the head coach of the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep, Cedric Buck Gurley, the keys to the game for him or to see, he wants to see a fundamentally sound game. He wants to see some of the young guys on their team step up and play well. They had a big win in their opening game. They won that game 46-0 over First Academy Leesburg. So he's looking for his young guys to step up. And as far as the key players for the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep, it's going to be a collective, all-team effort as they only play around 19 guys. So a lot of guys that go both ways, and a lot of guys are going to be key factors in this game. So look for a collective team effort from the Griffins, and look for key players on the side of Windermere Prep. Number 5, Ryan Sweet. He's a running back and a quarterback. He'll have to deal with number 5, Ray Lewis III, one of the star players on Lake Mary. I think he's a University of Miami commit. So Ryan Sweet will be tasked with keeping Ray Lewis III in check. Also look for their quarterback, number 7, Parker Davis, and their big fullback, number 11, Garrett Hall, to be key players for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. We're about 2 minutes away from varsity football action here on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. So hang with us. We'll be back here in a few. Thanks for tuning in into the Play On Sports pregame show. Welcome back to Friday Night Football here on PlayOnSports.com. Coming to you live from Lake Mary, Florida. I'm Richard Thomas on your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. Tonight's featured matchup, the 0-1 Lakers of Windermere Prep visiting the 1-0 Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. And the Lakers of Windermere Prep won the coin toss. They deferred until the second half, so they'll kick off. And the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep will go back to receive. It's a nice night, a little muggy here in Lake Mary, Florida. We had some rain early, as we said in the pregame. The field is a little soggy, so that may become a factor later on in the game. We'll see how both teams handle that, especially with Lake Mary Prep being sort of a really solid running team, so we'll see how they handle the turf out on the field today. A good crowd here in Lake Mary, Florida. The stand's just about full, and we're right here near the press box. So it's a good night for Friday Night Football here in Lake Mary, Florida. Set to kick off for Windermere Prep will be number 6, Daniel O'Brien. Back deep for the Griffins will be number 5, Ray Lewis Jr. And here we go with varsity football action right here on PlayOnSports.com. O'Brien with a kick. This one's going to be to Ray Lewis the third. He's going to return it, and he's going to come left side with it for a little bit, and he'll be brought down by a host of Lakers. And it looks like Lake Mary Prep will take over 1st and 10. We'll take over 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. So a nice kickoff. It looked like Lewis was going to come over to the left side, right here towards the home side, but he cuts it back up, and the Lakers there to bring him down again. 1st and 10 for the Griffins from about the 21-22-yard line. So Lake Mary Prep comes out with one back in the backfield. They send one to the left side. It's a sweep play over to the left side. And it looks to be a gain of about 5 yards on the play. We'll call it 4.5, actually. 2nd down and about 6 for Lake Mary Prep. 11:33 left here in the first quarter. A nice, decent breeze coming through now as Lake Mary Prep breaks the huddle. One wide receiver tight, but to the right side. One back in the backfield. Quarterback under center. Takes the snap, hands it off tackle to the left side, and he's going to be brought down by a host of Lakers there. But it looks like it's going to be really close or close to a first down. We'll wait for the call from the official. And they're going to call it 3rd down, so we'll bring up 3rd down and less than a full yard for the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep, who've come out with 3 straight run plays to open this football game. Again, same formation. One back in the backfield. Quarterback's going to go under center. And they're going to fake it, and they go right side with a sweep. He's got room, and he's got blockers. And I'm here with the Lake Mary fans, and when he breaks outside there, touchdown, Lake Mary Prep. It's Ray Lewis III who takes the sweep out to the right side, had some blockers, made a cut, and once he got to the sideline, he was gone. Touchdown, Griffins. And it's Ray Lewis III who makes it happen for Lake Mary Prep early here in the first quarter with about 10:30 left in the game. What an exciting run. A couple of shifty moves, and he gets into the end zone. On for the extra point now, Lake Mary Prep. And it was exciting to be over here on the sideline of Lake Mary Prep as they set to kick the extra point. Oh, it goes through the hand of the holder. The kicker actually muffs it a little bit, tries to make something of it. And the extra point attempt is no good as the snap went straight through the holder's hand. And with 10:30 left here in the first quarter, Griffin 6 and the Lakers 0. But as I was just saying before the muff hold from Lake Mary Prep, it was exciting to see the fans of Lake Mary Prep over here. As soon as Ray Lewis got out to the outside, they knew he was gone and nobody was going to catch him. So a good run there, good blocking, a well-executed play, and that was one of the keys that their head coach said was going to be real important in this football matchup, to be fundamentally sound. And you had your guards out there pulling, a good run from the running back, good fundamentals, good execution on the play from Lake Mary Prep. And they are up early 6-0 against the Lakers of Windermere Prep. As the teams break back onto the field, Lake Mary set to kick. Back deep for Windermere Prep will be number 2, Alan Lee. And so far in that first quarter, we talked about the soggy field, and it looked to be no issue for Lake Mary Prep. And here comes your kickoff again. Alan Lee back deep. They go with a squib kick there, but it's fielded nicely by number 3, Jimmy Linden. And it looks like the Lakers of Lake Mary Prep will take over 1st and 10 from about the 42-yard line. So Windermere Prep breaks the huddle. They're going to send one wide receiver to the far left to the top of your screen, and they'll have 2 down to the bottom of your screen. Quarterback by himself in shotgun. He puts a running back in motion. They go with the fake, little wildcat there, and he runs it right up the middle. Stuffed by the Griffins defense. And they might give him a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. Just about 10 minutes left here in the first quarter. Lake Mary Prep just taking 3 plays to get into the end zone as Windermere Prep breaks the huddle again. Patrick Davis under center. One back in the backfield. And he drops back to pass, rolls out to the left side, and it's intercepted. He has blockers in front of him, one cut up, and he looks like he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Lake Mary Prep off the interception from Parker Davis. And just like that, 12-0, Lake Mary Prep. Good, solid defense there. Again, execution. Once the outside linebacker picked up that interception, everybody turned into blockers. He only had to make one cut up, and he was in the end zone. And again, just like that, with 9:38 left here in the first quarter, the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep up 12-0 over the Lakers of Windermere Prep. On for the extra point now, Lake Mary Prep. They had a problem with it the first time. We'll see if the holder can hold on to it this time. Here comes the snap. Good hold. Kick is up. And the extra point attempt is good. And again, with 9:38 left here, early first quarter, Windermere Prep up 13-0 over the Lakers of Windermere Prep. So good, exciting action here early on PlayOnSports.com, your featured game of the week. The Lakers of Windermere Prep versus the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. Excited to have Florida varsity football action here for you. And so far, it's been the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep who've asserted themselves early. They got it done on the offensive end and getting it done on the defensive end, firing on all cylinders, and that's exactly what their head coach was looking for out of this football matchup. Again, they came off a big win last week over First Academy Leesburg. They won that one 46-0, and with the way they're scoring, they're on their way so far. So another short kick, and fielded short by number 3, Jimmy Linden. And again, Decent field position for Windermere Prep. They're going to take over 1st and 10 on the 42-yard line. And stifling defense there again from Lake Mary Prep. And a loss of about 3 yards on that play will bring up 2nd down for Windermere Prep. They run it again, right side. And again, a host of Griffins there for the tackle. Number 5, Ryan Sweet on the run there to the right side. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a long 3rd down now for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. So the Lakers break the huddle. They're going to send 2 wide receivers to the right side, the bottom of your screen, one going far to the top of your screen, one back in the backfield. Quarterback, shotgun position, drops back. He's rolling left side, directing his receiver, and it goes in the dirt ahead of his receiver. I can see one coach on the sideline over there looking for a flag. Doesn't get it, and that'll bring up 4th down, and all indications are the Lakers of Windermere Prep will be punting to Lake Mary. So back deep for the Griffins. A few players back deep. And back to 6 will be Daniel O'Brien. A couple of players back for Windermere Prep. And it's a short kick. It's going to take a nice roll, and it's going to roll out of bounds. And it looks like the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep will take over 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line with 7:59 left here in the 1st quarter. So we've seen good, fundamentally sound play out of the Griffins from Lake Mary Prep. Getting it done offensively. They got it done defensively. Our second look at the Griffins offense despite the score of 13-0. So they break the huddle. 2 wide receivers, a different formation at the bottom of your screen. 2 up to the right, 1 back in the backfield, quarterback and shotgun. The snap kind of low, but he keeps it and tries to make something of it. I think he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Nominal gain on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Lake Mary Prep. $7:35 left here. 1st quarter action. Quarterback comes now under center. Sends it back in motion. And they go with the sweep play again. And he cuts it up. And he keeps his balance. He's going to take this one all the way. He has one more man to beat. He dives at him. Nothing. 5, touchdown. Lake Mary Prep again via the run. Getting it done. Touchdown Griffins. Another long 65-yard touchdown. And so far, Lake Mary Prep starting to run away with this football matchup. Wow, wow, wow. What an electric, exciting run. He broke through the left side after sort of shading off a tackle. It looked like he was going to go down, puts his hand down, regains his balance, and able to break one more tackle as he went in for a 65-yard touchdown. What a play so far, or exciting play so far out of the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. Getting it done through the running game as they're on for another extra point. It's up And the extra point attempt is no good. And with 7:11 left here in the first quarter, it's 19-0. The Griffins of Lake Mary Prep asserting themselves. A correction on the score, 20-0. Lake Mary Prep playing good, solid football, and their running backs are running hard. They have good blocking going on, and it's the Lakers of Windermere Prep who's going to have to pick up their game on the defensive end, and offensively going to have to find out what they're going to do. I spoke to their coach earlier, and they're starting a young quarterback there, so we'll see if he can light a fire under his team, Coach Jacob Doss, light a fire under his Lakers and see if they can get back in this football matchup as Lake Mary Prep looking to run away with this one quick and early, only in the first quarter, but it just – the way they're getting it done is exciting, exciting football. And the team's just about to take the field one more time. And if you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight, tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School broadcast program, the program that allows your school to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Again, that's playonsports.com/SBP. As both teams come back on the field, Windermere Prep up 20-0, set to kick off. And we've seen sort of these pooch kicks out of Lake Mary Prep, and they pooch it again, trying to get up under it, and they field it nicely. Again, that's going to be number 3, Jimmy Linden, with the reception. And Windermere Prep will start 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. So 7:10 left here in the first quarter. Real exciting play so far. It's been an exciting matchup, mainly through the running game from Lake Mary Prep. And Windermere Prep comes with 2 backs in the backfield. Good penetration from Lake Mary Prep. But it's number 2, Allen Lee with the carry. A good gain on the play, gain of about 2.5 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8 for Windermere Prep. As Windermere Prep breaks the huddle, they're going to send 2 wide receivers to the right side, 1 to the top of your screen. Quarterback for the first time, I think, going under center, 1 back in the backfield. And they're going to sweep it to the right side, but here comes the Griffins defense. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hats to the ball. Good pursuit by the Griffins. And that's going to bring up 3rd down as Windermere Prep lost those original 2 yards on the play. And Windermere Prep breaking the huddle with 3rd down and 10 to go. Wide receiver's going to go to the left and right. 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback in shotgun. Here comes the snap. He drops, rolls left side, looks for a man, and he finds him. Good catch. And he's going to run a little bit after the catch. 1st down, Windermere Prep, and that's a good sign of life out of the Lakers of Windermere Prep. Solid gain on the play through the pass. And that all-important yards after the catch, an additional 10 yards on that play. So signs of life out of the offense from Windermere Prep with the 1st down now, 1st and 10 from about the 33-yard line. Same formation, 2 wide receivers split to the left and right, 2 backs in the backfield. Quarterback takes a snap, and they're going to run it right side. He runs into a wall of Griffins, able to break a tackle in the backfield, and actually gains a couple of yards on the play. And we'll just say he gained a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. 2nd down with 4:52 left here in the first quarter. Same formation for Windermere Prep. Quarterback in shotgun. He gets the snap, drops straight back, looks to the left side, avoids a tackle, and he kind of just throws it at a receiver but in the dirt. But good play there from the quarterback, that number 7, Parker Davis, who's able to avoid the defensive end from Lake Mary Prep and get away and get outside of that defensive end and didn't take a sack on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 9 now for Windermere Prep. So on the last drive or the last 3rd down, Windermere Prep got a big gain. We'll see what they can put together here. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Here comes the snap. They fake it underneath, and he again avoids the sack, and he just gets it away. His hand definitely moving forward. And it'll bring up 4th down and 9 for Windermere Prep. And they're going to go for it here with 4:29 left here in the first quarter. And Windermere Prep breaking the huddle. Wide receiver split to the top and bottom of your screen, 2 in the backfield. Quarterback in shotgun. Takes the snap, drops straight back, and he tries to flood out to his left side. And that time, the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep are waiting for him. He can't get away. Turnover on downs, and Lake Mary Prep will take over 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. And we'll see what the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep can do on the change of possession. Richard Thomas here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. A lot of games going on across the state. We'll get you updates on scores later on in our broadcast as Lake Mary Prep breaks the huddle. They're sending wide receivers 2 to the left, 1 to the top of your screen. Quarterback in shotgun with 1 back in the backfield with him. He drops straight back. Penalty flags on the play, but they throw it and just out of the reach. And we'll see what the Whitecap has to say on the penalty, as that flag came in well before. And we've got an illegal substitution on the part of Windermere Prep. It'll be first a 5-yard penalty there, so 1st down and 5 for Lake Mary Prep. Quarterback under center now, and we have movement on both sides of the play. I'm going to go ahead and guess a false start on Lake Mary Prep, so they'll give back those 5 yards they just gained from Lake Mary Prep, so it's back to 1st and 10 now. 1st and 10 now for Lake Mary Prep. So the Griffins come back now. And they go with the reverse play. Left side, he tries to avoid a tackle. And the Lakers of Windermere Prep stop him well in the backfield. A loss of about 8 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a long 2nd down. A long 2nd down now for Lake Mary Prep. As number 5, Ray Lewis III, tried to get away from the defender who had excellent penetration there. Number 5, Ryan Sweet. Good penetration there, able to keep his balance and make the tackle. They did have a holding penalty on the play. The holding penalty going against Lake Mary Prep. Windermere Prep declines it, and here we are, second down now. Lake Mary Prep hands the ball off. They go right side with Ray Lewis III. He tries to reverse his field. He has some blockers ahead of him. Good shift. He moves. He gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but penalty flags again on the play, and that's in that indication of an illegal block in the back. When your running back is running back and forth back there, people kind of lose where they are, and that's exactly what it is, an illegal block in the back. When 3:15 left here in the first quarter, there'll be another loss of 10 yards on the play for the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. And Lake Mary Prep, after getting off to a really, really good start, starting to go in the wrong direction now as it's second and in what they say, a mile now for the Griffins. And they break the huddle with one back in the backfield. Quarterback drops back. He puts it up, has a receiver on the outside, and just out of his fingertips, out of bounds. Third down now for Lake Mary Prep. So third down and close to 40 yards for Lake Mary Prep. They break the huddle, send wide receivers two to the left and right, one back in the backfield. Quarterback takes a snap out of the shotgun. They go with the draw play, excellent play call, and able to break a few tackles there, but Windermere Prep corralling nicely. And a gain of only about 10 yards on the play, fourth down, and for the first time in this ball game, Lake Mary Prep going to be punting the ball away. 4th and 22 with 2:56 and counting left here in the first quarter. Good snap. A decent kick there. It's going to roll a little bit. And it's going to be fielded around the 41-yard line. So the Lakers of Windermere Prep will take over 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. And hopefully the weather kind of stays away. I felt a small little raindrop fall on my face. The clouds are circling around us, but hopefully it'll hold off here as a decent breeze late in the first quarter. Windermere Prep breaks the huddle. Two backs go in the backfield. Quarterback takes the shotgun snap and nowhere to run. Penetration by the Griffins defense straight up the middle. And it's going to be a loss of about 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down now for Windermere Prep. First quarter action here. It was the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep who got off to an exciting start. They scored twice on offense via the long run, once on defense through the interception and run back. Windermere Prep breaks the huddle. They go with the option left side, but again, wow, big hit on the outside. And we do have penalty flags on the play. And I think they're going to call helmet-to-helmet contact there on Windermere Prep. But if you saw it, an absolutely hard hit from the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep with 1:41 left here in the first quarter. And it'll bring up of first down for Windermere Prep. A 15-yard penalty there. Quarterback in the shotgun. 2 wide receivers to the top of your screen. He drops back to pass, gets the pass away, and it is completed. And a gain of about 4 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down. Second down for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. Lakers break the huddle. Quarterback in the shotgun. They run it right up the middle. And he's going to be tackled by a host of Griffins. And Parker Davis back to pass there. It's going to be completed as the first quarter comes to an end. And your score, the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep have the lead 19-0. We'll be back in a few moments with the play on to recap this first quarter of play. I'm a little ahead of myself heading into our halftime show. But the first quarter, it was exciting. The Griffins came out fast, and they got it done via the run. We saw 2 long 65-plus yard run plays as the Griffins found 2 early touchdowns. The first one coming via the run, and then they had an interception that was returned for a touchdown, and then another big run after it looked like the running back was going to fall over on the ground. He puts his hand down, picks himself back up, and he goes on for another touchdown run after breaking another run. I'm Richard Thomas here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Thanks for joining our broadcast today. We're in Lake Mary, Florida, on the campus of Lake Mary Prep. Be sure to Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us on at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playon-network. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. And as they switch positions of the field, Windermere Prep goes with a sweep play to the right side. I guess there was a fumble on the play. Lake Mary Prep scoops it up, and just like that, Lake Mary Prep forces the turnover on the fumble, and they're going in the other direction. They'll take over 1st and 10 on the 43-yard line. So a quick change in the action there from as Windermere Prep fumbles their first play of the second quarter. And the Griffins come out. Their base formation, 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback goes under center, and they go with the sweep play right side. Just leaps over a player, but that player able to get the tackle. And that'll bring up second down and 4 yards to go for Lake Mary Prep. Solid gain on the play. And they come back. Again, 1 back in the backfield to sort of a tight run formation. 2 wide receivers to the right side. Quarterback under center takes the snap. They go with the fate sweep, sort of a counter underneath. Good shifty running there. He breaks outside, tries to scoot back under, but Windermere Prep there for the tackle after a nominal gain on the play, a gain of about 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up third down and short for the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. Ball now on the 43-yard line with 10:35 left here in the second quarter. Base formation again for Lake Mary Prep. A wide receiver to the top of your screen, one to the bottom, tight to the offensive line, a back in the backfield. Quarterback hands it to the back and right up off the left tackle. A good solid gain, about 15 yards on the play, and it'll bring up first down Griffins. Executing the run well. We've seen majority of the offense from Lake Mary Prep has been gained through the run. We've seen a couple passes. They've been unable to connect on those passes, but the run has been absolutely effective for the Griffins. And the Griffins come out. They're going to run the ball left side there for the tackle after a gain of about 6 yards on the play. Actually, that was a gracious give on my part. It was actually a gain of about 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down and 6 for Lake Mary Prep as the quarterback finds his way back to the huddle. 9:12 left here in the second quarter. Lake Mary Prep is up 19-0. Griffins break the huddle, different formation, 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top, but back in the backfield. Quarterback rolls out right side, has a man open, and just a little high. Out of the reach of his wide receiver. And that'll bring up third down now for Lake Mary Prep. And third down, another third down spot for the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. 8:45 left here in the second quarter. After we saw the Griffins in the first quarter get out early, we saw fast offense. They've sort of paced it down a little bit here. And we've seen good, solid play out of the defense from Windermere Prep. The Griffins run it again. Running back able to break a tackle in the backfield. He gets behind his blockers and able to get to the outside. Solid gain. And it looks like it's going to be enough for a first down for Lake Mary Prep. So it looked like Windermere Prep might have had the back in the backfield. He's able to avoid a tackle. Gets around the corner and first down Griffins with 8:36 left here in the second quarter. As Lake Mary Prep breaks the huddle, 1 back will go in the backfield. Again, as I just said, Lake Mary Prep has sort of toned down their pace a little bit. And a hard count there from the quarterback. Might have gotten one of his own players to jump. And we'll find the referee and see what he has to say. And that is a false start against Lake Mary Prep. And they'll lose about 5 yards on the play. And it'll be first down and 15 for the Griffins. Quarterback goes under center. They hand it to their back. Off tackle right side. He's going to get it. 5, touchdown Griffins. Off tackle run again gets behind a couple of blockers, and they go back to their bread and butter. They run the ball right side. Touchdown, Lake Mary Prep. 8:29 left here on the clock in the second quarter. And they're on for the extra point. Hold is good, and the kick is well off to the left. And the extra point attempt is no good. With 8:29 left here in the second quarter, Lake Mary Prep is leading over the Lakers of Windermere Prep 25-0. PlayOnSports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports from across the country. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. We thank you for joining us here on this broadcast. We're in beautiful Lake Mary, Florida, just about 45 minutes outside of Orlando, Florida. Nice breeze going on right now. Again, we had rain earlier as we were setting up for our broadcast, but that seems to be all clear. A couple of clouds circling, but it looks like they'll stay away. But good game so far here on the campus of Lake Mary Prep. Good facility here at Griffin Field as the teams are back on the field to play, and we're set for kickoff. And the kickoff is fair caught by number 5, Ryan Sweet. And the Lakers of Lake Mary Prep will take over 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. And as I said, or as I've said throughout the broadcast, despite Lake Mary Prep sort of pacing down their offense, they're still getting it done. The run game hasn't failed them yet. And as they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that's not what the coach is going to do for Lake Mary Prep. As Windermere Prep comes back, it looks like a busted play there. Quarterback kind of tosses it off to the right side. And a loss of about 6 yards on the play as quarterback number 7, Parker Davis, tried to make something of that play, and a loss of yards on the play. So second down now, 2nd and 16 for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. They send 2 wide receivers to the left side, 1 to the right at the top of your screen. He tries to reverse his field. No blockers there. He finds nothing but black helmets. And a loss again, this time of about 6-7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 3rd down and long for Windermere Prep. $7:13 left here in the second quarter. Lakers break the huddle. Quarterback going to go in shotgun. Has 1 wide receiver to his left, 2 to the right. He rolls to his left side, able to get away from a tackle. And sort of a jump pass there. And the Griffins able to bring down big number 88, Kevin Babbage. And it'll bring up 4th down and 11 for Windermere Prep. And they're going to go back to kick and punt this one away. It'll be number 6, David O'Brien, set to punt. Back to receive the punt, number 5, Ray Lewis, and number 8, Jeremiah Sams. Good snap, decent punt. Actually goes straight out of bounds. And Lake Mary Prep will take over. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program. The program allows you to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Again, that's playonsports.com/SBP. We have a timeout on the field. Hang out with us here. 6:02 left here in the second quarter. We'll be back in a few. Richard Thomas back here on your broadcast. After the water break timeout, Griffins break the huddle, quarterback in shotgun. He's going to send one back in motion, send him to the top of your screen. He comes back, and they go with a bubble to the right side. And he just overthrew him or led him just a little bit too much on that play. Incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. So that's been one of the rare pass attempts that we've seen out of Lake Mary Prep. They've been getting the job done via the run. Quarterback comes back in shotgun. The snap gets through his legs, and he's just going to fall on it. And he'll take the loss of about 5 yards on the play. And that's not what their head coach wants to see. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 15 for the Griffins. As Lake Mary Prep breaks the huddle, a wide receiver split to the bottom of your screen, 2 to the top. Quarterback takes the snap. He's going to pass it, has a wide receiver. And it looked like the official on the sideline was reaching for his flag. He keeps his flag in his pocket as it was just out of the reach of his wide receiver here on the near sideline. And that'll bring up 4th down and 15. And all indications are that the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep will be punting the ball away. So 2 back to receive for Lake Mary Prep, for Windermere Prep, and again, the kick goes out of bounds. And the official will walk that one back up, and it looks like Lake Mary Prep will take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. So we've seen the offense from Lake Mary Prep sort of slow down a little bit here. But what we haven't seen, we've seen glimpses of well-executed offense from Windermere Prep. But what we haven't seen is sort of consistent play out of the Lakers on the offensive end to sort of get back in this football matchup with 5:15 left here in the second quarter. And the Lakers break the huddle. They'll send 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 back in the backfield. Quarterback takes the snap from under center, and they run it off tackle right side, gain of about 2 yards on the play, and that'll bring up second down. And the officials give them about 3 yards on the play. Solid run there from number 5, Ryan Sweet. And Lake Mary Prep brought about 3 players off the edge. And they run the ball right side away from the blitz. Gain of about 2 yards on the play. And it'll bring up third down for Windermere Prep. So quarterback goes under center, 1 back in the backfield. Takes the snap. They come with the blitz again off the edge. They roll out. He gets it to his big tight end, and it's going to be close. It's going to be right on the first down marker. We'll see what the call is from the official. And they give him a first down, so good execution on the pass play. The reception by number 88, Kevin Babbage. The pass from number 7, Parker Davis, good for a first down. So good execution from the Lake Mary Prep Lakers, the Windermere Prep Lakers. And we'll see if they can start to string together a couple of plays and keep their offense on the field, something they haven't been able to do for a while. So quarterback comes out in shotgun now. Sends a player in motion. They hand it to him. Penetration from Lake Mary Prep. And it looks like the running back gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Number 4, Chris Grandjean with the run there. And it'll bring up second down and 10. Second down and 10. As Windermere Prep breaks the huddle, quarterback goes back under center. They hand it good, stick in the ground, and Windermere Prep with a good running play. That's number 10, Alan Lee. That's probably been their best run of the night, able to break a couple of tackles. Gives a little stiff leg and cuts it up, stays in his lane, and first down for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. As Windermere Prep breaks the huddle. 2 backs in the backfield now. They hand it to the back going right side. And it might be no gain or a slight loss on the play. It'll bring up second down now for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. As the Lakers break the huddle, they go with a sweep play left side. Griffin's there. Running back tries to cut it up to no avail, and it'll be a loss of about 3 yards on the play, and it'll bring up third down and long now. Third and long for Windermere Prep. As Windermere Prep breaks the huddle, they send their quarterback under center now. 2 wide receivers to the top of the screen. back in the backfield. Quarterback drops straight back. He puts it up in the air. Jump ball. And unable to get that one in coverage there will be number 7, Ben DeLuca in the coverage there. But we did have penalty flags on the play, and that'll be a roughing the quarterback penalty against Lake Mary Prep, and that'll result in a first down for Windermere Prep with 49.4 seconds left here in the second quarter. Again, Lake Mary Prep up big against the Lakers of Windermere Prep. So Windermere Prep able to move the ball a little bit on this drive. They have gotten some help from Lake Mary Prep on a couple of plays, but the Lakers quarterback, Parker Davis, goes under center. They hand it off, and good hard running right up the middle. Running back able to pick up about 4 yards on the play. We have a timeout on the field. A Windermere Prep timeout. Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also get access to thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playon-network. Again, that's youtube.com/playon-network. Keep up with all high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. So a timeout on the field with 43 seconds left here in the first half of play. Lake Mary Prep up big over Windermere Prep. And out of the timeout, Windermere Prep comes back. They go to the pass. They go to the end zone. And just out of the reach of their wide receiver at the front cone. Quarterback takes another big hit. That'll stop the clock, though, with 39 seconds left. 3rd down and 7 for Windermere Prep. As Windermere Prep comes back, quarterback under center. They go with the sweep right side. Good cut up there. And 30 seconds and counting. No call from the sideline of Windermere Prep. It'll bring up 4th down and about a long 2.5 yards. And it looks like Windermere Prep's going to run this one down low, then call a timeout with 5 seconds left and try to get the last play of the game. We thank you for logging on. We thank you for logging on to playonsports.com, your destination for high school sports here on the FHSAA network. One of our two games, or one of many games actually going on across the state. First Academy playing Wesley Chapel, Osceola playing Bishop Moore High School, Calvary Christian taking on Indian Rocks, Victory Christian taking on Berkeley Prep, John Carroll taking on the Benjamin School, and Melbourne Central Catholic taking on Trinity Prep just up the road here. They were on a lightning delay there earlier. We'll see if they've gotten back to their game and see if they'll get a late start but a lot of good games going on here across the state of Florida. A hotbed for great high school athletes. And PlayOnSports.com, again, your destination for high school sports. And as Windermere Prep comes on the play, they're going to go for a field goal attempt. And we can feel light raindrops coming now as we head into halftime, and penalty flags on the play. And we'll see what the call is as the officials sort of meet in the center of the field. And it looks like that Trinity Prep game still hasn't gotten off under a lightning delay just up the street. And the penalty is going to be against Lake Mary Prep in offsides. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, and that will more than likely result in a first down. So it'll be first and goal. First and goal for the Lakers of Windermere Prep, and that'll be a much more manageable kick for number 6, Daniel O'Brien, on for the field goal attempt. The hold is good, and it's blocked and rolls into the end zone, and that'll be the end of the first half of play, with the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep leading the Lakers of Windermere Prep by a score of 25-0. We'll be back in a few minutes with the PlayOnSports.com halftime show. Don't go anywhere. It's Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. The Griffins of Lake Mary Prep leading the Lakers of Windermere Prep. Hang with us. We'll be back here in just a few. Welcome to the PlayOnSports.com halftime show, coming to you live from Griffin Field in Lake Mary, Florida. I'm Richard Thomas. Our halftime score, Lake Mary Prep is winning over the Lakers of Windermere Prep. So if we recap that first half of play, we saw exciting football action early from the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep, getting their offense through the running game. We saw 3 explosive, exciting runs for touchdowns, and then it was one of their outside linebackers who was able to take it in. It's been a different story for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. They're having a hard time to get into their offense, that more due to the hustling, bustling play of the defense from Lake Mary Prep, but Windermere Prep trying to get into their offense and have been unable to get it. They have a young quarterback in Parker Davis, but they'll have some opportunities. We've seen glimpses of good offense from Windermere Prep, so we'll see if they can string together some consecutive good quality plays to sort of get some points up on the board as we get ready for second half of play. Again, the weather's nice here in Lake Mary, Florida. There's a lot of games going on across the state here on the FHSAA network and PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. That'll do it for our halftime show here on PlayOnSports.com. We'll have varsity football action back here in just a few. Hang with us. The Griffins of Lake Mary Prep leading the Lakers of Windermere Prep. Back in just a few. Richard Thomas back here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. We're back live here from Griffin's Field on the campus of Lake Mary Prep as we've come to the conclusion of our halftime period with the Griffins. The lead 25-0 over the Lakers of Windermere Prep. We thank you for joining us for our broadcast tonight. We're one of many broadcasts on live right now across the FHSAA network. We have good games going on. The First Academy taking on Westlake Chapel. Calvary Christian taking on Indian Rocks. Osceola taking on Bishop Moore. That's a tight game with Bishop Moore with a slight lead there. Victory Christian taking on Berkeley Prep. And John Carroll taking on the Benjamin School. And still in a lightning delay, Melbourne Central Catholic against the Saints of Trinity Prep. We're back here, set for second half action, and it's the Griffins who'll start with a kickoff, and we actually get a kickoff here. Looks like it'll travel out of bounds. That'll be a penalty, and Windermere Prep will take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Actually, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. So right about where Windermere Prep has been starting throughout the game. So what we're looking for, again, as we said in our halftime show, we're looking for the Lakers of Windermere Prep to sort of string together some consistent plays. They've been stagnant on offense. So here they go to start the second half of play. Quarterback goes under center, and they run it right up the middle. Nominal gain on the play. It looks like it'll be a gain of 2 yards, and it'll bring up second down for Windermere Prep. Windermere Prep had a tough time running the ball in the first half. They had a couple of big run plays, a couple of big passing plays, but unable to string together multiple plays to sort of get into the end zone. So second down now, quarterback drops in the shotgun. He rolls out left side, looks for a wide receiver. And a good pass deflection there as the defender was diving out for it. And it'll bring up third down now for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. So third down and 8 as Windermere Prep prepares to break the huddle. Quarterback in shotgun again. He rolls out, and the pass goes through the fingertips of his wide receiver, and that'll bring up fourth down. Fourth down for Windermere Prep. And Windermere Prep will go back to punt. Lake Mary Prep, 2 defenders back. Decent punt. Will get a roll. It'll go out of bounds, and looks like it'll go out of bounds around the 45-yard line, the 44-yard line. So Lake Mary Prep will take over 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. .11 minutes left here in the third quarter. The Griffins break the huddle. They'll send 2 wide receivers to the left side. Quarterback with a back in the backfield with him in shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off to the back on the right side. He has blockers ahead of him. He cuts backfield. Now running up the middle, just 2 to beat. He's fighting them off, and he's brought down around the 15-yard line. A big, big run there by Sams. And we've seen this all game long from Lake Mary Prep. Running back able to shake off arm tackles, running right through them. Two hard runners for Lake Mary Prep, and he almost looked like he was going to take that one in for a touchdown, but couldn't shake the last two defenders. But a first down and 10 for Lake Mary Prep from the 15-yard line. So base formation again for Lake Mary. The snap gets through the quarterback's hands, and he falls on it. And so a loss of about 6 yards on the play there. Second down and 16 for Lake Mary Prep after the big run. And we've seen this a couple of times from Lake Mary Prep. They get the big gain, and they've gone in the opposite direction. So they break the huddle. Quarterback goes under center now. They bring both wide receivers on both sides tight to the formation. They send one in motion to the left side. Quarterback sweep side to the left, has blockers, gets to the outside. He cuts it up. Oh, he pops it up. It goes off a couple of defenders. And I'm not sure who has it. Both teams saying that they might have it. The officials are down on the field trying to sift through it. And it looks like the Lakers of Windermere Prep come up with the fumble. But what an exciting play there. The ball gets popped out, goes off a couple of players. And I think at multiple times both teams had possession of the ball, but it's the Lakers of Windermere Prep forcing the turnover. They get the ball first and 10 now. And they're first and 10 from about the 3-yard line, so going to be working tight to their own end zone. As Davis will go under center here. They hand it off to the left side. And he's going to lose about 1.5 yards on the play. It'll bring up second down. Second down now from just inside the 1-yard line. The Griffins defense have been stifling all game long, firing in all the gaps, so we'll see if the Lakers of Windermere Prep can sort of get out of this tight situation. Penalty flags, we got movement on both sides. We'll see what the call is from the official as we look for the white cap. And the penalty flag is against the Lakers of Windermere Prep. They'll go half the distance. And the quarterback tries to keep it. They force him back, but I think he does have forward progress. So one official is called safety. They haven't made an official call yet. And there it is, a safety by the Griffins defense. An unfortunate situation for Lake Mary Prep, for Windermere Prep after getting the fumble or forcing the fumble. They get put in tight field position, and the defense from the Griffins has been solid all game long, and they forced the safety with 7:45 left here in the third quarter of action. The Griffins of Lake Mary Prep up 27-0. Windermere Prep coming into this game after suffering one loss on the season, a tight game. They lost that one against Taylor. The Griffins of Lake Mary Prep coming off a win, a big win, 49-0 from last week, and winning big here so far. The defense keeping Windermere Prep out of the end zone. And as they say in the football world, goose eggs up on the scoreboard for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. So after the safety, Windermere Prep will come with the punt kick, however you want to look or say that. 2 back deep for Lake Mary. They will actually not get a return on that one as it goes out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line for Lake Mary Prep. Richard Thomas here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. We're here on the FHSAA network tonight. Play on Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play on Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also get access to thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/playonnetwork. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. And as they work out and sift through the plays, First and 10 for Lake Mary Prep. And they give it to the up back. He goes right up the middle, avoids a couple of tackles, and gain of about 7 yards on the play. It'll bring up 2nd down now. $7:25 left here in the second half of play. As the Griffins break the huddle, the quarterback goes under center. They fake the handoff and they throw it. Oh, off a Windermere Prep defender, goes through his hands. And that is caught by Nathan Jones there off the deflection, and the pass completion for the Griffins. And that's a 1st down, so a little flip-de-doo play there. As the ball goes through a defender and ends up in the offense's hand. 1st down now as the Lake Mary Prep breaks the huddle. Quarterback goes under center. And they hand it off right side. Good run on the play, gain of about 8 yards. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 2 for the Griffins. And 2nd down and about 3 yards for the Griffins. Quarterback with one back in the backfield. He's in the shotgun. Wide receiver split left and right. One comes in motion. They hand it to him underneath. He tries to bounce it outside. He cuts back, and there for the tackle is number 5, Ryan Sweet. Good pursuit by Sweet on that play. And it'll bring up 3rd down and about 1 for the Griffins, and we have a timeout on the field. Hang with us here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Richard Thomas back here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. We had a water break on the field, and Lake Mary Prep with possession now. Quarterback is under center. And they run it left side. He's going to be close here. And just before he gets to the end zone, they're going to call him out around the 3-yard line. And that'll bring up first and goal for Lake Mary Prep, number 4. Trap Washington, the third there on the carry, just missing the end zone. So it's been a collective effort from all the running backs from Lake Mary Prep. So just 3 yards until they get into the end zone. Quarterback goes in the shotgun. They pass it. They go deep corner. He juggles it. An incomplete pass. Didn't have full possession as he was going out of bounds. It would have been an exciting catch had he held on to it. And now he's hurt over on the outside. And we'll have a break in action here as we have an injured player on the field. But the play was there. Just got to bring it down. So hang out with us here on playonsports.com as the medical staff tends to the injured player. Richard Thomas back here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. The medical staff tending to an injured Griffin on the play on the far sideline. And we're ready and back for action. Quarterback in shotgun. They look for pass again. They go, oh, it's intercepted in the end zone. An interception after Lake Mary Prep drives the entire field. We saw a couple of big runs, and they go 2 back-to-back pass plays, and the quarterback kind of just tossed one up for keeps. And the Lakers of Windermere Prep get the interception, going the other way. So a good defensive stand when they had their backs against the wall. 1st and 10, Lakers from the 20-yard line. So the Lakers break the huddle. They send wide receivers to the top and bottom of your screen, one back in the backfield. Quarterback calling from under the center. They run it. He breaks through the first line. Backers there. Gain of about 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. And 2nd down now for Windermere Prep as they break the huddle. Quarterback in shotgun. They run the ball right side, a small hole there. Gain of about another 1.5 yards, 2 yards on the play. It'll bring up 3rd down. Third down now for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. They break the huddle, quarterback in shotgun, 2 wide receivers to the bottom of your screen. High snap. They go with the option, they pitch it out. The back tries to reverse his field and has nothing. A loss of close to 8 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down for the Lakers of Windermere Prep after they come back with after getting the big interception in the end zone. So Windermere Prep on to punt. Decent punt. It's going to go out of bounds. Actually, not a lot on that punt. It looks like the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep going to take over 1st and 10 from, around the 25-yard line or so. So it actually be 1st and 10 from about the 23-yard line for Lake Mary Prep, and we'll see if they get back to their bread and butter running the football. That's how they got into the end zone a few times earlier in the game. And the passing game gave them their first turnover, or one of their turnovers, and they go right to the run left side. Oh, a shoestring tackle as it looked like he might go all the way into the end zone. But he's tripped up around the 14-yard line. A gain of about 8 yards on the play. And it looks like we have an injured Griffin on the play as they tend to him. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program, the program that allows your school to broadcast all their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Again, that's playonsports.com/SBP. Stay tuned for the playonsports.com post-game show where we'll select a player of the game as well as wrap up all the action from this ball game. That's coming up following the game on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Playonsports.com is not only your destination for Friday night football action, but it's also the place for the most comprehensive coverage of high school playoff and championship events in all sports, from cross country to swimming and diving. PlayOnSports.com. High school sports lives here. The injured player or the injured Griffin up on the field, able to walk off under his own power. And as the officials start the play again, second down, 2 yards to go for Lake Mary Prep. Quarterback under center. He hands it off sort of on a draw play. He bounces out right side. He cuts it up, gets away from a couple of players. And he may be just short. I guess they have fumble on the play. And, oh, look at this. Windermere Prep comes up with another fumble. And when it looks like the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep are driving, it's Windermere Prep who comes up with another turnover, and we'll see if they can capitalize this time off the turnover. Another fumble by the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. 1:39 left here in the third quarter. And Lake Mary Prep has spent majority of the game in the territory of Windermere Prep. And Windermere Prep, they put the ball on the ground. They scuffle around forward, but it looks like Windermere Prep might have the ball back. And Windermere Prep gets back possession. Actually, Griffins gain possession, and just one play later, it's the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep who gain possession back. And we'll see if the Griffins now can get in the end zone. First and goal now as they break the huddle. The quarterback looks like he's going to go under center. Wide receivers at the top and bottom of your screen. One back in the backfield. Quarterback takes the snap. They're going to run left side off tackle. And that's going to be touchdown Griffin. Jeremiah Sims with the touchdown for Lake Mary Prep. And with 1:26 left here in the third quarter, the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep get back in the end zone. It's 33-0. And Lake Mary Prep has had a hold of this game from just about the first quarter. So the offense of Lake Mary Prep still out on the field. And their quarterback going to call a timeout as they can't seem to figure out which way they want to go. And we said it multiple times, Lake Mary Prep goes back to their bread and butter and they run the football. They run it off tackle, left side, and it's Jeremiah Sims who gets in for a touchdown for the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. 1:26 left here in the third quarter. I'm Richard Thomas here on your destination for high school sports. PlayOnSports.com. Hang with us. We'll be back in a few. And the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep went for the two-point conversion there. However, there are flags on the play. A good play had us fooled here. They had motion going left side. They bootleg. The quarterback to the right side and wide open in the end zone was a Griffins player, so we'll hold on and wait to see what the official call is. And that call, an illegal wide receiver, or illegal player down the field. So an illegal player down the field. That'll be a 5-yard penalty, but I thought it was an extra point try, so I'm not sure. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty, and they'll replay the try. And Lake Mary Prep in their traditional formation. All wide receivers tight to the line. One back in the backfield. Quarterback goes under center. Penalty flags on the play. They fake the play to the left side. They pass again. He's wide open. And they catch the ball, but penalty flags on the play. The official false start against the Griffins. And it looks like they run the exact same play they just ran. The result again, penalty flags. And it'll be another 5-yard penalty against Lake Mary Prep. So here we go again. Still on the extra point try, the 2-point conversion. Quarterback now goes in the shotgun. Quarterback drops back. They go with the fade right side. He's there. Oh, good defense, but the flag comes out late. And a little too far out of my vantage point. It looked like the defender played the ball. He didn't, but pass interference against Lake Mary Prep. And I think no team wants either team to sort of get this try. I'm not sure what's going on. Both teams going back and forth with the penalty flags. But now Lake Mary Prep will walk it up, I believe, about 10 yards. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. A 10-yard penalty against the Lakers of Windermere Prep. And we'll try this 2-point conversion one more time. This is the 4th time now we've had an attempt at this 2-point conversion. So the Griffins come back in their traditional formation. Quarterback goes under center. They snap the ball. They run the ball left side, and they pull them up just short. So the 2-point conversion attempt is no good. And with 1:26 left here in the third quarter, it's the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep with a big lead over the Lakers of Windermere Prep, 33-0, here on your destination for high school sports, playonsports.com. Hang with us here. Change of possession in just a few. Richard Thomas back here on playonsports.com. 1:26 left here in the third quarter. Lake Mary Prep finding their way into the end zone once again, and after multiple tries at the 2-point conversion, they come up short. So the score 33-0. Griffins over the Lakers of Windermere Prep, and here we go with another kickoff from Lake Mary Prep. They go with the pooch again, and it's going to travel out of bounds. And Windermere Prep is going to take over 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. And the Lakers of Windermere Prep break the huddle. Quarterback goes under center. They try to run the ball. Right side, he breaks a couple of tackles, stays alive, and he's going to gain about 9 yards on the play. So running back number 2, Allen Lee, with some physical running, able to block off or shake off a couple of tackles. And he goes for about 9 yards on that play. And we're approaching about 1 minute left here in this third quarter. So 2nd down now and 1 for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. Oh. And it looks like we'll have a false start penalty. And that's unfortunate. After getting the big gain from the run, it's completely negated there, and it'll be a 5-yard penalty in the wrong direction for Windermere Prep. So 2nd down and about 8 yards now for the Lakers. Quarterback with 2 backs in the backfield. Takes the snap, they run the ball, but penetration by the Griffins. Easy tackle in the backfield and a loss of about 5 yards on the play. We'll go 6 yards, and it'll bring up 3rd down and long now for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. The Griffins leading the Lakers of Windermere Prep 33-0. Hang on here in your destination. For high school sports, playonsports.com. Richard Thomas back here on playonsports.com. And we're here at the start of the fourth quarter as we have 3rd down and long now for the Lakers of Windermere Prep. And a big, big sack. A loss of close to 15 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down now for Windermere Prep. So 11:23 left here in the third quarter. The punt will get a decent roll. And it's fielded, but he tries to tiptoe out of bounds. That number 5, Ray Lewis, the third. But he steps out of bounds, and the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep will take over 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. $11:13 now left here in the fourth quarter of action. We do encourage you to hang around for our post-game show where we'll select a player of the game. As the Griffins break the huddle. Quarterback looks like he will go under center. And Tripp Washington with the carry left side. Good gain on the play. And a note here for the game, number 7, Ben DeLuca now at quarterback for the Griffins. And this was one of the keys that the Lake Mary Prep head coach Cedric Gurley said he wanted to see some of his younger players step up, so giving his young quarterback an opportunity to get in the game here late. So DeLuca go under center with one back in the backfield. They sweep the ball right side, a few blockers, and he tries to cut up, but his feet sort of got away from him. Again, I did say in the pregame that the field was a little soggy out there from the rain, but he slips there and unable to keep his footing. Just about 10 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. 3rd down now for the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. So we do have action over at that rain-delayed game of Melbourne Central Catholic versus Trinity Prep, and Trinity Prep has the lead 7-0 over the Hustler Bees. But 3rd down here, DeLuca calling out signals, goes under center, snaps it. They go with the reverse right side, has blockers in front of him, and he gets on the outside, tries to cut it up. He keeps his footing. He gets away from a couple of players and running hard all the way down to the 16-yard line. Good, strong running there from the young gun. That's number 10, Robert Chatham, with the run there. Not a big guy, but able to break a few tackles. And a big gain from the running back there. With 9 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And the Griffins break the huddle. They go with the run left side. Good hole there. Gain of about 9 or 8 yards on the play. .834 and counting as the Griffins are on the charge. A lot of their younger players in the game now. Coach Curley getting an opportunity to play some of the young guns. The quarterback hands the ball off left side. Going to be close. And it looks like the officials are going to call him just short, right around the 2-yard line. But the Griffins with another first down there. 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. And DeLuca goes under center here, just 3 yards to go. He comes out, they run again left side, but Windermere Prep was there, but the
official on the near side calls touchdown. So the young guys of Lake Mary Prep getting it done, driving the field. Touchdown Griffins with 7:41 left here in the fourth quarter. And on to kick the extra point. And muffed a little bit, unable to get it. And a false start penalty against the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. The extra point attempt is no good. 7:30 left here at Griffin Field in Lake Mary, Florida. Lake Mary Prep up big against the Lakers of Lake Mary Prep, 39-0. Do you want to watch more of your school's great matchups like the game you're enjoying here tonight? Tell your school to sign up for the Play On Sports School Broadcast Program, the program that allows schools to broadcast their games and other activities on the web. For more information, go to playonsports.com/SBP. Again, that's playonsports.com/SBP. Play On Sports is on Facebook and Twitter, giving you news and information and links to great highlights. Follow us at Play On Sports on both Facebook and Twitter. You can also access thousands of live and on-demand games on YouTube at youtube.com/PlayOnNash Network. Keep up with all the high school action every week from your destination for high school sports, PlayOnSports.com. With 6:25 here, a running clock. A kickoff from the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep, fielded. And the clock is just going to run here with the difference in score. Both coaches having to agree to that. So this ball game will get done a little bit sooner than scheduled, but we do thank you for joining us here on PlayOnSports.com and the FHSAA Network as the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep are leading the Lakers of Lake Mary Prep. As the Lakers break the huddle, they send wide receivers to the top and bottom of your screen, quarterback in the shotgun position. Drops back, a screenplay underneath, and he drops it. I don't know that he really had possession. They call it incomplete. But a penalty flag's on the play, and it's a roughing the passer penalty on the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep. So that play no good, and it's Lake Mary Prep will walk up 15 yards after the roughing the passer penalty. So 1st and 10 now from the 42-yard line. Griffins bring a couple. They pass the ball right side. And both players look like they had a shot at that one. Comes up a little short. And it'll bring up 2nd down now for Windermere Prep. So quarterback goes in the shotgun. And they're going to be penalty flags on the play. As we did get a false start, that running back took off a little too early. Or an illegal shift will be the call with 3:40 left here in the fourth quarter.
Just about 3 minutes left in this ball game. The Lakers quarterback goes under center, barks out the calls. They run the ball right side, but the Griffins there. And it looked like they had him tackled, but hard running, and it's a host of tackles there now to take down the running back from Windermere Prep. So again, we encourage you to hang around for our post-game show. We'll name a player of the game. With 2 minutes, the Lakers break the huddle. They go in shotgun formation. Quarterback rolls out. Gets around, pass goes up, it is complete, and a nice tackle on the sideline there. But penalty flags on the play. The penalty's going to be against Windermere Prep and still going in the wrong direction are the Lakers. And Windermere Prep now set to punt with 50 seconds left. Again, our post-game show coming up in just a few. We'll name a player of the game, and we'll get an opportunity to speak with hopefully both of the coaches. So be sure to hang with us after the broadcast, and we'll get an opportunity to speak with the coaches. 30 seconds left here on our broadcast. And 15 seconds and counting in this football matchup. And the teams are going to proceed and line up on the 50-yard line, and that's going to be your ball game. As the clock rolls down to zeros on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, we invite you to stay tuned to theplayonsports.com for our post-game coverage. We'll wrap up all the action in our post-game show, and we'll have an interview with our player of the game. That's coming up in just a few moments. Once again, the Griffins of Lake Mary Prep defeat the Lakers of Windermere Prep 39-0 on Friday Night Football on PlayOnSports.com, your destination for high school sports. Hang on with us, our post-game show in just a few.
One match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot at
.3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just
holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball. 12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
And number 40, Lucas Zinder with the game-saving sack. And there is heartbreak on one sideline and a jubilation on another.
Offset eye for the Grizzlies as Keeney takes it under center. They'll send a man in motion, pitch back to Bird on the sweep. Bird finds a seam. He might go, folks. 20, 15, 10. Drags a tackler. Touchdown! Bird goes 38 yards for the touchdown on the sweep. One more snap is all it's going to take, and there you have it, folks. Your 2011 Division I Sac Joaquin section champions, the Granite Bay Grizzlies, as they defeat Pleasant Grove 30-24.
Jacqueline Williamson. Her serve is over. Dug by Holt. Giblin going back to Holt near side. Cut shot, kept alive, back in one by Cathedral. And this one is out as Castanon Hill sends it wide. And the Cathedral Dons have won the title 16-14 in Game 5.
Thomas with the ball, swings it out to Norris. Cameron Taylor tried to block that one away. Norris with a strong take, blocked by B.J. Anya. Huge block. Robinson leading the break the other way, gets it to Grant. Slam dunk Jeremy Grant off the feed from James Robinson. What a play by the Stags.
Runner at third is Chavez. 8-2 the score. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2. Popped in the air. This should do it. Cortopassi says it's mine. Now he's fading on it. And he can't make the catch, but Gaff comes in from center field and does. Congratulations to the St. Mary's Rams, a three-peat. They win it 8-2 against Franklin to take the series 2-0.
But this is time to run an offensive set that you've done all through the season in practice.
Yeah. And you also, you get it to your hottest player right now, just like they're getting it to Eichhorst right here. He's going to try to create some space, find somebody on the backside that's open.
Eichhorst flush out to the right. Oh, breaks free of a player. Eichhorst on his own, shoots and scores, bounces a shot home. Coos can't handle the shot. Eichhorst takes off the shirt and the helmet. And how about that? Alex called it. Eichhorst, after sustaining the injury in the third quarter of play, has scored the game winner with 22 seconds gone in the overtime period. Dogpile on the field. Marin Academy take it. A fantastic finish to this game. And, well, I hope his other ankle isn't hurting after this.
Hancock to his immediate left. 2 receivers far side, 1 near side. Hancock on a counter, right side. He's inside the 10. He bounces off a tackler at the 10. The 5. Touchdown, Helix. And behind Hancock, the field is littered with white jerseys on the turf.
Wow. Hancock not to be outdone by his fellow playmakers on offense. Put on a show on that short 12-yard touchdown run. Looked like he was down after 3 yards, just threw a defender on the ground.
As sophomore Chris Carter sets under center. In their tight wing formation, Lycos in motion. Second back through is Freeman. Freeman just knocking people over. Look at him run, breaks through, 4 tackles, and now it's just a foot race to the end zone. And Freeman's going to go the distance. Touchdown Imperial on the first play of the second half.
one match away from immortality.
This is a total team effort.
We're gonna come at you.
One shot.
3:16 left to go in this ball game. I formation, 3rd and 3 from the 45 of the Wolverines. And this time, holy cow! Dion almost hands it to the Westview player. He's going to run this to the 5-10. Touchdown, Wolverines! How did that happen? That was
Snyder.
Holy cow! He was in the backfield before the running back could even get the handoff. He took the handoff from Dion.
He took the ball right out of Dion's hands and just...
Holy cow!
Can't say I've seen that one very often.
Snyder comes shooting in from the A-gap. I think Dion froze when he saw him. He's ready to hand off to his running back. He froze when he saw him and just let him have the ball.
12 seconds to go.
Oh, you could hear a pin drop.
5, 4, 3, 2. Get the snap off. Last play of the game. Brewster rolls right. Gets away from 2 sacks. Dons win. Sack at the 20-yard line. What a game.
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the Play on School broadcast program, go to playonsports.com/SBP.
4th and 10 from the 41-yard line for St. Augustine. Kennedy dropping back to pass. Looking left, firing, incomplete, intended for Noland. No penalty flags on the field. Mar Vista will take over on downs, and Jordan Lertique will take